खिलाड़ी की बैटिंग, बॉलिंग और फील्डिंग परफॉर्मेंस को एनालाइज करके उनको दी जाती है एक रेटिंग आउट ऑफ 10 व्हिच इज आवर यूनिक अपस्टॉक्स क्रिक इंडेक्स रेटिंग। तो फिर इस मेगा क्लैश में किस टीम को अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट में कितना कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए, लेट्स फाइंड आउट। तो चलो स्टार्ट करके देखो।
स्टार्ट करते हैं सीएसके के ओपनर ऋतुराज गायकवाड से। पिछले सीजन के मुकाबले उनकी बाउंड्री रेट बेहतर हुई है।
Too strong. And they might be a part of the big three. What big three? Androids, aliens.
और पिछले सीजन से उनकी परफॉर्मेंस इंप्रूव हुई है और उनकी अपस्टॉक्स क्रिक इंडेक्स रेटिंग 52% से बढ़कर 10 आउट ऑफ 10 हो गई है। अपस्टॉक्स क्रिक इंडेक्स में अगले खिलाड़ी हैं एमआई के राहुल चाहर। उनकी विकेट्स पर इनिंग्स और डॉट बॉल्स पिछले सीजन से इंप्रूव हुआ है। उनकी अपस्टॉक्स क्रिक इंडेक्स रेटिंग 19% से बढ़कर अब 7.07 हो गई है। एमआई के दूसरे प्लेयर हैं ईशान किशन। अब तक 5 इनिंग में उन्होंने केवल 73 रन बनाए हैं और इसीलिए उनकी अपस्टॉक्स क्रिक इंडेक्स रेटिंग 85% से गिरकर 1.04 पर आ गई है। उम्मीद करते हैं कि वेन्यू का बदलाव ईशान किशन के फॉर्म में भी सुधार लाएगा। 8 seconds to the toss, तो चलो मैच स्टार्ट करके देखो।
A wide range of tires to take on any turn with confidence. TVS Eurogrip tires for a country full of turns.
कल से ज्यादा पसीना आज बहाना है। कल से बेहतर आज है, कल से बेहतर आज हूँ। Evolute app. Get better, get fitter every day.
You'll have to wait.
I like what I got and I find it a lot.
That's me power killing. That's me smooth killing. Always smooth.
I am electronic.
I don't like waiting.
I want it. I got it.
और आरबीआई कहता है अपना पैसा सुरक्षित रखो और समझदारी से निवेश करो। अगर ज्यादा रिटर्न के पीछे भागोगे तो रिस्क भी उतना ही उठाओगे।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
This is Jojo George. One tip, one hand catches are tough for him. But investing in stocks with upstocks, easy. Upstocks start करके देखो।
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
आपके लिए एक स्कूटर से कहीं ज्यादा है। ये सफर है आपकी सफलता का। देखिए, ये हम सफर के साथ का सफर है, इसीलिए हमने बनाया ये नया जुपिटर, जो है हर स्कूटर से ज्यादा। टीवीएस जुपिटर, ज्यादा का फायदा।
But investing in stocks with upstocks.
ये है अनुमानन। इन्हें एस्केलेटर में चढ़ना मुश्किल लगता है।
Investment in securities market are subject.
Stocks पे investing in stocks. Easy. अब स्टॉक स्टार्ट करके देखो।
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Steps, reps, sets, bars, blood, sweat, heart, and until you're done.
This is Sachin Kukreja. Touching his toes can be tough for him. But investing in stocks with upstocks, easy. Upstocks start करके देखो।
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
World's best athletes need the right nutritional support for muscle recovery. Because their hardcore training deserves optimum support in recovery.
With optimum nutrition, कोई boundaries नहीं।
Welcome back to Baiju's Cricket Live for CSK up against MI. Can MS Dhoni change his fortunes of late up against the team in blue? He's lost 10 of 13. The big news is he is up against Curran Pollard as skipper. Rohit Sharma is out. We brought you that fitness test earlier. He will not be playing this game. It's time for the toss of the coin.
The wait is finally over. The Vivo IPL is back and so are the fans. A very warm good evening from this wonderful stadium here in Dubai. It's an El Clasico, cricket's own El Clasico, a classic encounter.
CSK up against MI. Can MS Dhoni change his fortunes of late up against the team in blue?
Between two crackerjack sides, marquee captains MS Dhoni, Curran Pollard, and Jagadeesan, the match referee alongside. MS, you've got the coin.
Heads. Heads is the call.
Heads is the call from Curran.
We'll bat first.
Dhoni, you won the toss. What have you decided to do?
We'll bat first. It looks like a good wicket, so we thought maybe putting a target is a better option.
Not the best of starts last year, forgettable year, but a great start this year. What does this break do to a team like yours?
Well, I think it's the same for everyone, because most of the cricketers, they go and play for their respective countries if they are representing international teams, or, you go back and play different leagues around the world. So I can't really say whether it's a good break or not. Ideally, once the tournament starts, you want to finish it over because you get into some kind of a rhythm, when it comes to the conditions and, even the practice and all the facilities around you. So that's something that we have always done, but it's new this season. Maybe it's something that all of the cricketers all of a sudden start loving, saying, it really works well, 7 games, have some time off and then come back later.
This day last year, very same two teams. You had a great start to the opener. How does it go now?
Well, again, what it really counts to is, how well you're playing on that day, and that I've always said, especially in the shortest format. So we'll try to do the basics right and focused on what our real process is.
What's your team news? Because there have been quite a few talk in the press that a few guys are going to be unavailable. What's your team news?
Sam is not available. So, when it comes to the foreign players, it's Faf, Moeen, Bravo and Josh, who are playing this game. Apart from that, everybody else was available for selection.
Have a great game, MS.
Thanks
Cheers.
a lot.
Curran asked to bowl first. What would you have done?
For us, it was a good one for us to lose. Obviously, we might have, bowled or batted first. We wasn't too sure, but it's good. We can't be criticized for something that we have been told to do.
What's the situation with Rohit? Because we saw him on the ground, but you've turned out as the captain. So what's the situation there?
Rohit is fine, man. Rohit will be okay. We're not worried, about him. We'll see him sooner rather than later. He's the captain of our ship. I'm just going to stand in for today and let's see what happens.
Great memories for your team from last year. What a sluggish start this time around. What does Mumbai Indians do from here on?
It's something for us to forget. We started, a couple months back, and the break I think was good, for us. We just started to get some momentum in the last 2 games that we played, but the guys have gone back, played a lot of cricket, refreshed themselves, and looking forward to the back half of the tournament. I think this is the most important, part of the tournament, and so far the guys are looking forward, and we're really geared up for this one.
And your team news?
Yeah, obviously Rohit misses out, Hardik Pandya as well. He's not playing. So Animal Preet gets opportunity to play his first game for Mumbai. He has been around, for a couple of years. So, these are the sort of times you want to make your debut and, give an impact. And that's about it, regular players.
Thanks, Paulie, and have a great game. Let's look forward to a cracker of a game. So that's what we have. Just to reiterate that CSK have won the toss and will bat first.
So MS Dhoni with an early win out there in the middle up against Chahar and Pollard, not Rohit Sharma. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But Sonny, the fact that they won the toss, decided to bat 16 out of 26 here last year, one batting first, especially in the first half.
Well, it was exactly a year ago, wasn't it, when they played against each other. So clearly I think those memories are fresh, and sometimes you think that, playing on the same day, same stadium, the result will be the same. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why MST might have also opted to bat first, because when you bat first you're setting a target. But what it does, it also allows Mumbai Indians to see what the pitch is doing, because look, this is a fresh pitch. In India in April, May, the pitches are a little bit tired because it's the end of the season. Here the pitch is a little more fresh. As KP saw, there's a lot more grass on it than what we have seen over here in Dubai. So who knows, I think for somebody like a Jasprit Bumrah, bowling first could well be what Mumbai Indians want.
KP, no Hardik Pandya for Mumbai Indians. He hasn't been at his best for a little while in the IPL, but Rohit Sharma, he'd had his best start to an IPL in 8 years, more than 200 runs, the only MI batsman to do so. That is a big out.
It's a huge out, and we didn't want to see him out. We talked about it because we saw his warm-up. We were lucky enough to see his warm-up, but Yeah, a couple of things. I would have liked Pollard to have actually told us what was wrong with him. I don't think there's anything wrong in being open and being honest and saying, listen, he's got a little bit of a sore calf or he's got a sore groin. So I didn't like that at all from Kieran Pollard, to be honest. I like the fact that he said, well, the toss is what it is. We don't have a choice to make, so we can't be criticised for what the toss is. So a couple of things there, one good, one bad from Pollard. I hope he leads the team well this evening. They're going to need him, they're desperately going to miss Hardik Pandya and they're desperately going to miss Rohit Sharma. Goodness me, those are two monster players.
Well, the good news, I guess, is though that he wasn't at his absolute best last year and they still managed to win the title. He came good in the final.
But he's just come off 100, a mammoth 100 at the Oval just only a couple of weeks ago. So, I mean, he would have been feeling incredible. And I can tell you, and Sonny will tell you, when you're scoring test hundreds, there is no greater feeling in the game. You're walking around, your chest is up, your head is up, your shoulders are back, you're like, I am unstoppable. So for Mumbai Indians, that's a big loss. His last innings was 100.
Well, it's one less.
I thought for you, getting the wicket of Tendulkar was a big high.
Tendulkar, Dhoni. I mean, I got a few in here, Sonny.
Wouldn't that be
test hundreds? That's it.
It is one less headache for MS Dhoni. It's been a few months since we've seen him in action. This is the journey of the Lion.
Mahi, long time no see. Have you been wondering what Captain Cool has been up to all this while? Well, we've got you covered. Let's start at the end of part 1. When the IPL was postponed in May, Dhoni stayed back in Delhi until the last of his Super Kings were safely on their way home. Now that is a Tala move. Once he too was back home in Ranchi, Captain Cool became Daddy Cool, spending time with his humans and his animals. Getting a massage from MSD? This just might be the luckiest horse in the world. From the confines of bio-bubbles, Mahi was now running with ponies. To beat the heat of June, Dhoni headed to Shimla for some quality time with Sakshi and Ziva. The 4th of July marked Dhoni's 11th wedding anniversary. And though Sakshi didn't reveal who gave her this vintage car, we all know who loves his wheels. 3 days later, Mahi turned 40. As wishes poured in from across the globe, Dhoni celebrated the special day with family and friends.
AMS just wishing you a very happy 40th birthday.
Hi Skipper, wishing you lots of love and happiness and lots of happy birthday.
Wait, MSD's 40 years old? He certainly didn't look it while playing football for charity with Ranveer Singh. Or while breaking the internet with his new hairstyle. As August arrived, it was time to head to Chennai and join his Super Kings in the UAE. Dhoni began training early for the big clash against his arch rivals. He hit some balls so far that he too had to go searching for them. Dhoni spent quality time talking to his rising star Ruturaj Gaikwad and enjoying being back with his Super Kings. Off the field, Ziva clearly wanted all the time that she could get with Daddy. Come September, the big news broke that MSD was going to be mentoring Dhoni for India at the T20 World Cup. But before that, there's unfinished business.
Vivo IPL के दूसरे हाफ का असली पिक्चर अभी बाकी है.
And fantastic news to see that MS Dhoni will be playing that mentor role for the Indian camp at the T20 World Cup coming up here in the UAE. No doubt he'll be keeping a close eye on all the Indian stars throughout the IPL, wondering what he has to offer, those special insights. Well, a man that knows MS Dhoni very well, of course, is Shane Watson. The phone pay playing 11. Watto, can you talk us through CSK's lineup for tonight?
Yeah, it's a really well balanced team. There's no question this season having Moeen and also Suresh Raina back in with two left-handers in that middle order to be able to really take on the spinners as well is great balance for their batting lineup. Jadeja has been absolutely brilliant when it's come to the back end of the innings as well. So his power, DJ Bravo, he can just pull a rabbit out of a hat occasionally as well with the bat. But certainly, he's got some great innings still left in him as well. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni, MS Dhoni, gosh, wouldn't everyone love to see him just come out and take the game on from ball one and really get some momentum going for him personally as well, because that will definitely lift all of CSK around him as well.
Spot on, Watto. I tell you what, KP, there's still a sound that I can hear in my heart and in my mind of MS Dhoni spanking a six down the ground here in Dubai last year. So let's hope for plenty more of that. But the phone playing 11 for the Mumbai Indians. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, pretty similar team to we always see with Mumbai Indians. Quinton de Kock, Ishan Kishan at the top. They're really, really important players. They're obviously going to miss Rohit Sharma. They're going to miss Hardik Pandya. So you've just joined us late and you've just come and put your TV on. No Pandya and no Rohit Sharma. So that's going to be a big, big loss. That little circle there, or that big circle as we see in cricket now, it's not like it was 20 years ago. 11 players and one coach, maybe a physio. There's now about 30 of them. So that circle there is going to have to speak loud. They're going to have to stand up. They're going to have to really, really galvanize each other. Zahir Khan, Sachin Tendulkar. I mean, if you can't play for those two absolute monsters of Indian cricket in Dubai when the fans are back, the sun is setting, the temperature's dropping, you got something wrong with you, man.
And the celebration of the milestone man Jasprit Bumrah playing at game 100 in the IPL as well tonight. Another man who's in action, who was integral in CSK's rise back up to second on the ladder in the India leg of this Vivo IPL was Moeen, and we caught up with him a little while ago.
Moeen with us. Mo, thanks for your time. How excited are you about being back?
Yeah, extremely excited. I think, especially as a team, we're in a great position, and I just want to come back and contribute again.
Coming off some test matches, how are you feeling personally?
I feel fine. I mean, obviously those test matches are quite tough being back-to-back, but, I've had a good rest now, obviously with the last game being cancelled and then quarantining here, and I'm ready to go. I'm fresh.
Captaincy duties in the 100 for you. What are you learning about your game and about captaincy and just about tactics and short-form cricket?
Yeah, for me, it's just keeping it real simple as I can, just ball by ball, kind of the normal cliche stuff, but really try and enjoy my cricket as much as I can, enjoy the batting side, especially being up the order here at CSK in a role that I like, and I feel like it's my sort of role and I really enjoy it, and the role I've been given by the team is very exciting for me.
When you see a greenish surface as a spin bowler, what are the challenges? What's different?
I think you're obviously not you're still trying to spin the ball as much as you can, but I think it's more about your lengths being good and the pace being good and just minimising the damage really.
Bigger boundaries as well, so that brings the spinners into the game, even though it might not turn as much. Is that something you talk about?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, when we played our games in Mumbai, the grounds in India are generally quite small as well, so it helps, even if it doesn't spin as much, that you got big boundaries and you can probably bowl to a field as better than you would do probably in India.
Some big hitters in this Mumbai side. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, I mean, they're an amazing team. I think they're very consistent. Every year they do well, and there's a reason why they've won the competition more than anybody else, and they got some amazing players, as we saw when we played them in Delhi, where Pollard played an unbelievable knock. So yeah, they've got some firepower in their team, so they're a very, very good team.
All right, Mo, nice to chat. Good luck, thanks very much.
Thank you.
I like the word firepower that Moeen Ali used over there. I've got somebody who's picked him as a potential most valuable player here on Baiju's Cricket Live. And that's Graham Swan, who also joins Irfan Pathan alongside me. Now, Swanee, obviously the firepower is also because of Moeen Ali's addition himself to this playing 11. How crucial is he for CSK today and in the rest of the tournament?
Well, I think he really is. The fact that it's in the UAE rather than India, we just heard him talk about that. The wickets are better to bowl spin on in the UAE, believe it or not, because of the size of the grounds. Sharjah, we'll leave it out for now. But Dubai is a very good place to bowl spin. You heard him talk about the lengths to bowl. I mean, we're seeing him bat here. He's a brilliant batter, and that's almost the thing that he does more naturally, going up the order, freedom to play his shots.
Yeah.
So we'll see that with the bat, but it's with the ball. I think it's more important to watch from Moeen Ali tonight.
Look at those numbers as well. I mean, 6 innings, 200 plus runs, great strike. It was not just him. There's a solid middle order now that CSK have at their disposal, Irfan. But do you think they have enough firepower there to counter some of the challenges that they faced when the last time time. They were in the UAE.
Team has changed as well, right?
That's right.
Number 3, Suresh Raina wasn't available at that time. So Raina is batting number 4. See, they have started to change the way they play. They used to hold the wickets up front. That's how they used to play before. And then Mahendra Singh Dhoni used to come. Other guys used to chip in as well, like Bravo and all. But now what they do, they actually go really hard up the order. Ruturaj, Gaikwad, once he gets going, his strike rate is about 190 in the middle overs. Then Faf du Plessis, obviously opening his arms all the time. And then Moeen Ali comes in. So they really go hard at the start. But in the middle order, I think the most crucial batsman will be Ambati Rayudu. A lot of people are not talking about him, but he is in tremendous form. When the season was ended, halfway, he scored outstanding inning, played an outstanding inning against Mumbai Indians as well. So he will remember that. He knows how to play against Mumbai Indian bowlers because he played them in the nets for so many years. So I think he'll be very, very crucial. But at the same time, being Suresh Raina in the middle overs, that helps them as well. So yes, they have firepower, but look, before the start of the match, Mumbai Indians was looking so solid on paper.
Yes.
But as soon as the toss happened, CSK started to look so strong right now.
And they look more solid because Faf du Plessis is available. I love that name, by the way, Faf du Plessis. But him being available also adds so much more strength and solidity. He's got the helmet on. That means he's ready to come on straight away as well. Swanee, how big is that?
Well, he's a massive player. Not only with the bat as well. We all know what he can do with the bat. And he had a great start to this IPL. But as a team member as well, a really old, very experienced head, brilliant fielder. Apart from that one catch, do you remember when he dropped Pollard that time? He'll definitely want to make amends from that. So it's brilliant for CSK that Faf's there. And I love his name as well. Not as good as
Fabulous.
your name, though.
He's our thumbs up player to watch out for, by the way. And that battle is something that we're all looking out for. Jasprit Bumrah in his 100th game. Looking forward to this, certainly. Who's coming out on top and what should his approach be against somebody like Bumrah?
Well, obviously, David, before Bumrah, I think the biggest challenge will be Adam Milne. How? Because he's been tremendous form as well, bowling quick. So I think that will be the biggest challenge. But if Bumrah and Faf du Plessis come together in being opposite, I think Bumrah will come on top because of the pitch. I think I can see the grass.
That battle going towards Bumrah, according to Irfan Pathan, left is right, they usually say, but I'm going to his left, that is you, Swanee. No Hardik Pandya, no Rohit Sharma. Which way is this battle swinging for you and why?
I'm going to go for CSK. I just think at the start of the tournament, Mumbai didn't start very well the previous time. I think CSK have just got it. I don't know why. They've won the toss. They'll win the game.
Woo, that's early. That's nice. Early doors as well. This is the restart. So welcome back once again. Who are you going with today, Irfan?
I think CSK looking much more stronger, but because he's gone for CSK, I'll go for Mumbai.
It's got to be that.
He left him with no choice.
One right foot, yeah.
But look, this is the opening night blockbuster. The restart of the Vivo IPL that we were all waiting for. Two heavyweights of the Vivo IPL up against each other. Live action on the other side.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Fantasy Select powered by Dream 11. Vivo IPL 2021 का Phase 2 kicks off with this mega clash between the Chennai Super Kings and the Mumbai Indians. अब इतने लंबे interval के बाद picking the right 11 is crucial both for the match and for your Dream 11 क्योंकि